please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
This week on Storyboard, we caught up with Piyush Panday and spoke to him about what it means to receive the Cannes Lion's prestigious Lion of the St. Mark Award jointly with his brother Piyush Panday. And we also spoke to Manmeet Vohra, Head Marketing Visa India and South Asia, about Visa's new campaign, Reimagine India. Hello and welcome to Storyboard. This is Shabani Gharat. We begin this show on a very good note. Piyush Panday, Executive Chairman and Creative Director, Ogilvy and Mather India and South Asia, and Piyush Panday, Founder and Director, Cocois Films India, will be honoured by Cannes Lions with the prestigious Lion of the St. Mark in June 2018. The festival will honour them both as two brothers who have changed the face of creativity in India and far beyond. We caught up with Piyush Panday and spoke to him about receiving the Lion of the St. Mark jointly with his brother Piyush Panday and what it means for the Indian advertising industry.
What a game, no?
Piyush, it's congratulations to you on this fantastic win. It's unfortunate that Prasoon is not here sitting next to you while we have this interview, but you know, he's celebrating his anniversary, so we can't fault him. So tell me, it's an illustrious list before you. You look at the names, it's extraordinary. So why do you think you've got this award?
I think with hindsight, I can only say that we were able to create an Indianness which got appreciated around the world. We were able to put our stamp, the Indian stamp, on the kind of work we did. And I'm hugely grateful to my brother Piyush Panday for making this happen together. And I think it is a recognition of the body of work. So I'm very proud of the body of people that I work with.
Right. You know, when you say body of work, Piyush, share your opinion on work that has satisfied you. I'm not talking about work that won awards or anything, work that satisfied you, work that you've done, work that Piyush has done, and work that you and Piyush have done together.
I think there's so much of work, Anand, you'll run out of time, but the kind of work that my brother did for Times of India, I think I was not a part of it. I wish I'd done it.
Right.
It is amazing work. The kind of work that he's done on Fevicol over the years with me, the kind of work we did together for MCL, and a whole lot of things. Ericsson mobile phones was, I think, Prasoon's second film, and it was India's first Silver Lion for film in Cannes. And the best part of that commercial was that it ran on the World Cup, and everyone thought that Ericsson mobile phone had sponsored the World Cup.
Right. Piyush, you spoke yesterday in another conversation with me about Prasoon's first work, which was for Bajaj Sunny, and you had a little anecdote to share about it. So I want you to share that anecdote.
Yeah, in fact, when Prasoon took that piece of work, Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, and narrated it, Rajiv Bajaj actually said, I don't think anyone else can put so much of passion in this film, not even the kind that you've described to me. So why don't you make this film? So that was Rajiv Bajaj giving Prasoon a break, and Prasoon went on to win almost everything in India. He was the debut director of that year as well as the director of the year, apart from many more.
Right. Piyush, in your long career, you must have been offered many times the opportunity to go abroad and work, perhaps on a promotion, and you have consistently refused to work outside of India. Why is that? I mean, it was...
I was Anand, so fond of our culture. I was always, and I am so fond of our culture, and I see so much of richness in the geography of India, in the people of India, in the music of India, that I had no desire to go anywhere else. And I had a belief, once I was asked that if you do not work internationally, how will you make your mark outside India? And I was a little younger and a little more arrogant that time. So I said, I'll show you from India as to how we put our flag onto foreign soil.
Right.
Now, that was an arrogant statement. Today I am humbled that the world has recognized that work and honored us in a very big way.
Yeah. Piyush, the line of St. Mark, if we look at the previous winners, they've all been sort of successful multinationally, not just in one country. So, you know, they've had agencies which work in 4 countries and they've been directly involved in work of, say, 3 countries, 4 countries, 5 countries. In your case and Prasoon's case, all your work is focused on India, made for India, made in India. And yet you've got the recognition.
Because I'm paid for in India, so I make for India. And some of that work traveled. We have done some work which ran on the Super Bowl in America for Lenovo. A lot of Mondelez work we have done for 5-star and things for other countries. So yes, make in India is possible.
Piyush, what do you think the impact of this award is? You know, finally, everybody is going to wake up and say, oh God, Piyush Panday and Prasoon Panday have won this Lion of St. Mark. And what will it do for the creative industries? What will it do for clients?
I think it will give the confidence to youngsters in the creative industry to say, if Piyush and Prasoon Panday can do it, so can I.
Right.
So I think it will give new energy. I think it will give a lot of pride, because all the work that is attributed to me has a role of the younger people in almost all of it. So it's not just a victory or an honor for Prasoon and me. It is an honor to all those who helped us make those films, all the music directors who helped create, all the young copywriters and art directors of yesteryears and now. So I think it will be a huge matter of pride and encouragement.
What about the client side? How do you think clients will react when they hear the news?
I think the clients will be saying, without my product, these 2 boys would not have got this honor.
Right.
And I thank them for it.
Right. Piyush, if you look at it from the point of view of how unusual this honor is, first of all, that it's been given to somebody from Asia for the first time. The second thing, it's been given jointly to you and Prasoon. You know, it's never happened before. I can think of very few awards where, you know, 2 people have jointly been nominated for an award as a kind of team. So why do you think that has happened?
I think the kind of work that we have created is actually complemented each other.
Right.
And that the world has known. So I am very, very proud of the fact that I am getting it with my brother. His contribution is no less than mine to making, of putting the Indian stamp on our work. And I really wish my parents were alive.
Do you think there's a recognition somewhere that giving it jointly as opposed to just you or just Prasoon is a recognition of the fact that advertising is about teamwork and not about one person?
Absolutely. I mean, we have been awarded, the 2 of us, but there are so many stakeholders in all the work that we have done over the years. I think you cannot win. This is not a game of tennis that you can play as singles.
Right.
This is more like a team game, like a cricket or a football, where somebody might have made a fantastic pass to you, but the name on the goal is mine.
Right.
If he hadn't passed it, I wouldn't have been able to score the goal.
Piyush, does this do anything to positively impact Ogilvy's business when you win this?
I think awards don't get businesses.
Right.
And lack of awards doesn't mean you lose businesses.
Right.
But yes, it will say to our clients, and probably to some new ones, that this is an agency which has consistently done good work. So we live in hope.
Right. So what next for you, Piyush, from here? You're 62, you're not turning any younger, and now there are not very many awards left to win. You know,
I never worked to get awards.
Sure.
They came my way. I worked for the next piece of work I could do, and
Right.
tomorrow morning I'll write one more.
Congratulations to both of them. The Cannes Lions Lion of the St. Mark is this festival's award for outstanding contribution to the creative industry. This is the 8th Lion of the St. Mark awarded by the Cannes Lions Festival. Last year, it was given to David Droga of Droga 5. This year, the award will be formally given to Piyush and Piyush Panday at the Cannes Lions on June 22nd. On this note, it is time for us to take a short break. When we return, we find out about the inside behind Visa India's new campaign, Reimagine India, with their head of marketing in India and South Asia, Manmeet Vohra. Welcome back. You're watching Storyboard. Visa has launched their new campaign, Reimagine India. The campaign captures the spirit of the new Indian who's progressive, boundary-pushing and wants to be unbound from anything that slows him down. Along with this, as the new digital India is progressing into the future, Visa intends to make payments and lives simpler by reimagining the way in which India pays.
Thank you for talking to us. So tell us about the campaign.
Thanks, Anand, for having me here today. So the campaign actually, as you see, we've titled it as #Reimagine India. Right. And this campaign actually is based on a lot of insight and research that we did, which told us, that how people in India are wanting to change their lives for the better. And how consumers, and especially the millennials, they want to use technology to live life on their own terms. They don't want friction in their lives, as they're going about their life's experiences. Right. And that's where we feel that, the role of Visa here especially is to make sure, that our consumers feel free, unencumbered, and in total control. And that's what we have tried to communicate through this campaign, that how Visa seamlessly molds into the lives of our consumers as they go about reimagining the way they want to live their life and how they go about reimagining India. Right.
Is this urban-centric, or do you see this as both urban and semi-urban as well?
Well, we think that the campaign has a broad appeal. It has a very broad appeal, as you see that it's based on 6 inspirational stories about, how various aspects of India are being reimagined. And, especially things like equal streets, street art. These are all areas, open gyms. So a lot of these areas are something that we are seeing these phenomena actually across the country. Right. So I think that, with this, we will be able to communicate effectively to a large scale of audience, and we actually like to call our audience in India ageless progressive. And that's really actually, if you think about it, that is the true spirit of India anyway. The new age digital India is all about ageless progressive Indians wanting to move forward in life, wanting to do things. If they don't like something, they change it, and if they want something, they make it. Right. And that's the spirit that we've tried to incorporate.
Right. Manmeet, in the payment space, we are seeing an intense amount of competition now, especially since demonetization and the last 1.5 years of the digital thrust. So tell me, what do you expect this campaign to do in this age of hyper competition in your space?
I think the hyper competition is more with cash than with anybody else.
Right.
And I think that is actually the only way to look at it.
Right.
And you know, with at Visa, we're pretty confident that, you know, with our suite of you know, digital products and, you know, payment solutions, you know, we want to make sure that we bring that out to people, that there is actually, you know, a solution, a reimagined payment solution for all the, you know, for all our consumers' needs and aspirations. So Visa is an enabler. Visa is an enabler of dreams, of aspirations, and of various aspects of people's lives, you know, that we help them to seamlessly fulfill. And that is really going to be, we are going to strive towards making that come forward to our consumers, that in every aspect of their life, as they are going about redefining, reimagining their India, Visa, how it seamlessly molds into their lives.
Right. So Manmeet, finally, you know, tell me, what do you expect this campaign to achieve for Visa? You know, finally, a consumer does not really ask for Visa. Finally, he or she is tied to a bank, and, you know, you get a card and maybe Visa, maybe Master, maybe anything. So tell me, what do you expect this campaign to do for you from a consumer point of view?
See, I think that, you know, what you just mentioned is actually a stage of evolution of a geography or a market.
Right.
You know, and we always say, you know, we are a B2B2C brand.
Right.
And for us, our focus, one is that, you know, Visa is one of the strongest brands in the world. And that is something that we have achieved, you know, on a very mainstream, you know, in the minds of our people by being extremely universal, ubiquitous, and also in terms of the consistency that we have provided to consumers all over the world in being enablers and empowering our consumers with solutions, you know, to fulfill their, you know, various payment needs and how they pay. So with this piece of communication, we hope to engage our customers, we hope to have them speak back to us, engage with us, communicate with us. And also what we have realized is that what we have seen is that, you know, consumers today, and especially millennials, you know, they are moving away from just passively hearing what brands say. They want to, you know, they want to engage with them, and they want to be a part of what brands do. And with this communication, we want to really engage and talk to our customers through what I call, you know, the 4 E's of experience, emotion, empowerment, and engagement. And we want to sort of bring out the ways in which Indians more and more are reimagining their lives, they're reimagining India. And the brand is basically, like I said, an enabler. But I think the larger picture here is to really keep this conversation going on Reimagine India, and you know, and in a very forward-looking way, full of hopes, the way progressive Indians are imagining it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Manmeet. All the best.
Thank you so much, Anand.
Thank you.
With that, it's a wrap on Storyboard this week. You can catch all of our content on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back same time next week. See you soon.